Welcome to our comprehensive guide on zero-carb, zero-sugar foods. If you're following a ketogenic diet, managing diabetes, or simply looking to improve your eating habits, this two-part series will provide you with everything you need to know about foods that contain virtually no carbohydrates or sugar. In this first part, we'll explore the foundation of a zero-carb lifestyle, covering meats, fish, and basic cooking essentials. Let's begin with animal proteins, which form the cornerstone of any zero-carb diet. At the top of our list are eggs, nature's perfect food. Eggs are nutritional powerhouses containing high-quality protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins and minerals like choline, which supports brain health. What makes eggs particularly valuable is their complete absence of carbohydrates and sugar while providing all 9 essential amino acids. You can enjoy them boiled, scrambled, poached, or as omelets. Their versatility makes them a staple for any zero-carb kitchen. Next, we have poultry, starting with chicken breast. This lean protein source is not only free of carbs and sugar, but also incredibly versatile in cooking. Whether grilled, baked, or sautéed, chicken breast provides substantial protein with minimal fat. Turkey breast follows closely, offering similar nutritional benefits with a slightly different flavor profile. Both these poultry options are excellent for meal preparation and can be seasoned with various herbs and spices to create diverse dishes without adding carbohydrates. Red meat lovers will be pleased to know that beef steak makes our list as an outstanding zero-carb option. From ribeye to sirloin, beef steaks provide high-quality protein, iron, zinc, and B vitamins. The key is to choose unprocessed cuts and avoid marinades containing sugar or carbohydrates. Lamb chops and venison are also excellent choices for those seeking variety in their red meat selections while maintaining a zero-carb intake. Pork offers several zero-carb options when chosen carefully. Pork chops are a fantastic lean protein source, while bacon can be included if you select sugar-free varieties. Always check the ingredient list when purchasing bacon, as many commercial brands add sugar during the curing process. Look for brands that explicitly state "no sugar added," or prepare your own using salt and traditional curing methods. Now let's dive into the world of seafood, beginning with fatty fish. Salmon leads this category, providing not only zero carbs, but also abundant omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA. These essential fats support heart health, reduce inflammation, and promote brain function. Whether you choose wild-caught or farm-raised salmon, you're getting a nutritional powerhouse that supports overall health while aligning with your zero-carb goals. Tuna, both fresh and canned in water, is another excellent choice. It's rich in protein and contains various vitamins and minerals, including selenium, which acts as a powerful antioxidant. When selecting canned tuna, ensure it's packed in water rather than oil, unless the oil is specified as zero-carb friendly like olive oil. Sardines and mackerel are other fatty fish options that provide similar benefits in compact, nutrient-dense packages. Whitefish varieties deserve special mention for their exceptional leanness and zero-carb profile. Cod, haddock, halibut, and tilapia are all excellent choices that provide high-quality protein with minimal fat. These fish are particularly valuable for those who prefer milder flavors or are looking to vary their protein sources. Their delicate texture makes them ideal for baking, steaming, or pan-searing with zero-carb friendly oils and seasonings. Shellfish, while sometimes containing trace amounts of carbohydrates, are generally low enough to include in a zero-carb diet. Shrimp, for instance, contains less than 1 gram of carbohydrates per 100-gram serving, making it practically zero-carb. Lobster, crab, and scallops fall into similar categories. While they contain minimal carbohydrates, the amounts are negligible for most people following a zero-carb lifestyle. Always check specific counts if you're following therapeutic ketogenic diets for medical reasons. Now let's discuss cooking fats and oils, which are crucial for preparing these protein sources while maintaining zero carbs. Avocado oil stands out for its high smoke point, making it ideal for searing and frying. It contains monounsaturated fats and various antioxidants while being completely free of carbohydrates. Olive oil, particularly extra virgin varieties, provides heart-healthy fats and antioxidants. While technically pressed from fruit, the extraction process leaves no carbohydrates in the final product. Butter and ghee are dairy-derived fats that contain zero carbs when used in their pure form. Butter adds rich flavor to cooked meats and vegetables, while ghee clarified butter has the milk solids removed, making it suitable for those with lactose sensitivity and giving it a higher smoke point for cooking. Animal fats like tallow beef fat and lard pork fat are making a comeback in modern kitchens, providing traditional cooking mediums with zero carbohydrates and enhanced flavors. As we conclude Part 1, it's important to address common questions about zero-carb living. Many people wonder about hydration on such a diet. Water is, of course, the perfect zero-carb beverage, but you can also enjoy black coffee and unsweetened tea. When it comes to seasonings, stick to pure herbs and spices rather than pre-mixed blends that might contain hidden sugars or starches. Salt is essential for electrolyte balance, especially during the initial adaptation phase to a very low-carb diet. In our next part, we'll explore additional food categories, including specific vegetables that fit the zero-carb profile, beverages, and practical tips for maintaining this lifestyle long-term. We'll also address some surprising foods that many people think are zero-carb, but actually contain hidden carbohydrates. Remember that individual responses to foods can vary, and it's always wise to consult with a healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes, especially if you have underlying health conditions. Part 2 of 2, Expanding Your Zero-Carb, Zero-Sugar Kitchen. Welcome back to Part 2 of our comprehensive guide to zero-carb, zero-sugar foods. In this segment, we'll expand beyond the basic proteins and fats we covered previously, exploring vegetables, beverages, and practical strategies for success with this dietary approach. We'll also address some common misconceptions and provide tips for navigating social situations while maintaining your zero-carb lifestyle. Let's begin with vegetables, which many people are surprised to learn can fit into a zero-carb framework when chosen carefully. While most vegetables contain some carbohydrates, several options have such minimal amounts that they're considered virtually zero-carb. Spinach leads this category with less than 1 gram of digestible carbs per 100-gram serving, packed with iron, magnesium, and vitamins K and A. Its mild flavor makes it versatile for salads, sautéing as a side dish, or adding to smoothies for extra nutrients without carbohydrates. Arugula, with its peppery flavor profile, is another excellent leafy green that contains negligible carbohydrates. Like spinach, it's rich in vitamins and minerals while adding interesting flavor dimensions to meals. Butter lettuce and romaine hearts also make the cut, providing crunch and texture for wraps or salads without significant carb counts. The key with all these greens is to enjoy them fresh and avoid dressings that contain hidden sugars or carbohydrates. Moving beyond leafy greens, we find mushrooms, particularly white button and cremini varieties, which contain minimal carbohydrates while providing valuable nutrients like selenium and B vitamins. Their meaty texture makes them excellent substitutes in dishes where you might normally use higher carb ingredients. Celery is another standout vegetable, famous for its negative calories, though that concept is debated. What's certain is its virtually non-existent carb count while providing hydration and fiber. Radishes offer a peppery crunch that can substitute for higher carb vegetables in many dishes. When roasted, they develop a milder flavor and potato-like texture, making them excellent for those missing traditional root vegetables. Cucumbers, particularly the skin-on English variety, provide refreshing crunch with minimal carbohydrates, perfect for snacks or salads. Remember that with all vegetables, preparation method matters. Steaming or sautéing in zero-carb fats is ideal rather than methods that might add carbohydrates. Now let's discuss beverages beyond water. Black coffee is naturally zero-carb and can be enjoyed hot or iced. The key is to avoid adding sugar, milk, or creamers that contain carbohydrates. If you prefer some richness in your coffee, consider adding a small amount of heavy cream, which contains minimal carbs, or zero-carb sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. Tea, in its unsweetened form, is another excellent zero-carb option, with green, black, and herbal varieties all providing different health benefits without carbohydrates. Bone broth has gained well-deserved popularity in low-carb circles. When hummused from animal bones without added vegetables, it contains zero carbohydrates while providing collagen, gelatin, and various minerals. It's particularly valuable for maintaining electrolyte balance and supporting joint health. You can enjoy it as a warm beverage or use it as a base for soups and sauces. Just be cautious with store-bought versions, as many contain added sugars or carbohydrates from vegetables. When it comes to condiments and seasonings, the zero-carb approach requires careful selection. Most traditional condiments like ketchup, barbecue sauce, and commercial salad dressings are loaded with sugar. Instead, opt for mustard check labels for sugar-free varieties, mayonnaise made with zero-carb oils, and hot sauce without added sweeteners. Herbs and spices in their pure form are generally safe, though be cautious with premixed seasoning blends that often contain anti-caking agents or hidden sugars. Now let's address some foods that many people mistakenly believe are zero-carb. First, dairy products. While butter and certain cheeses are very low in carbs, most dairy contains lactose, a natural sugar. Heavy cream contains about 0.5 grams of carbs per tablespoon, so while it can be used sparingly, it's not completely zero-carb. Second, nuts and seeds. While some like macadamia nuts are low in carbs, they still contain some and shouldn't be considered zero-carb. Third, organ meats. While incredibly nutritious, some organ meats like liver contain small amounts of glycogen, making them not completely carb-free. Implementing a successful zero-carb lifestyle requires practical strategies. Meal planning is essential. Ensure you have adequate protein and fat sources readily available to avoid temptation. When dining out, don't hesitate to ask questions about preparation methods and request modifications. Social situations can be navigated by eating beforehand or bringing your own zero-carb dishes to share. Remember that this way of eating doesn't have to be boring. Experiment with different herbs, spices, and cooking techniques to keep your meals interesting and satisfying. Many people experience significant benefits from a zero-carb approach, including stable energy levels, reduced cravings, and improved metabolic markers. However, it's important to listen to your body and make adjustments as needed. Some individuals may find they feel better including small amounts of low-carb vegetables, while others thrive on a purely animal-based diet. The key is finding what works best for your individual needs and preferences while maintaining your health goals. As we conclude this two-part series, remember that the zero-carb approach is just one of many possible healthy eating patterns. What makes it effective for many people is its emphasis on whole, unprocessed foods and elimination of refined carbohydrates and sugars. Whether you choose to adopt this completely or simply incorporate more zero-carb foods into your existing diet, you're taking positive steps toward better health. Thank you for joining us on this educational journey, and we wish you success in your health and wellness goals.